What Happens in This House, Part 3. For about 2 weeks, I went back and forth in my mind and with Lawrence about how to tell my mama the truth. Finally, I settled on writing her an email, which is what I read to y'all in the first video. After I sent it, it was about a week before she saw it because she doesn't check her email often. When she finally read it, she called me to talk about it, and it was easily one of the most uncomfortable conversations I've ever had in my life. She sounded like she was hurt and confused, and she asked me a lot of questions like why I hadn't said anything before now. And I told her that I had been scared. You know, my father was somebody who used to brag all the time about how he beat a triple charge in the 70s. And then he would say stuff about him having a personal graveyard in Whiskey Bay. So yeah, I didn't say anything and I lied for so long because I felt that that's the only way that me and my sister would stay alive because he portrayed himself to be a very dangerous my entire childhood. So yeah, that's why I didn't say anything. And then she asked me to tell her about specific things that he had done. And I couldn't bring myself to describe in detail the things that he did while violating me. Like she wanted me to describe the actual acts as if, me saying that he was abusing me wasn't enough. And, so that kind of threw me for a loop. And then she asked me about this time when I was either 18 or 19, and she walked in on him giving me a massage while he had an erection. And I told her the truth, which was my back was hurting and he was massaging me, but I didn't know what was going on behind me. I didn't know that he was hard. Um, and when she saw that, she went and she stayed in her room and she was upset all day. And my father tried, convincing her that nothing was happening. And I think he told her it was just morning wood or something. And so then he got me, and convinced me to talk to her, tell her that nothing happened, which was technically the truth, but but who does that? Who gets erect while touching their daughter? That's just nasty. So I told her that I was only getting a massage, which is yeah, that's what I told her. And this was early in the morning, and I really wasn't expecting him to do anything because this was in the living room. And typically, when he would assault me or my sister, it would happen in our bedroom. So after I told her about that story, when she asked about it, I told her that I had been feeling again. And then she told me that she was sorry and she suggested that I get help. And she was like, you can talk to me or whatever, and said some other stuff which I can't remember right now. But I walked away, feeling relieved, and I thought that she would confront my father and talk to him about what I told her and confront him about what he did. But she never said anything. And I didn't realize that she never said anything to him until over a year later.